were just told that our daughter's brain is covered in tumors. My baby girl, she's so little.
I personally have not been a fan of mothers or parents that use their child for content's sake. I see it as, what if your child grows up later and doesn't want to show their face on the internet, but then you've already shown them so many things. And I feel like the fact that you want to give people what to watch, or you want people to pity you, you can do extreme things with your kids just to please your audience. So this family, yeah, allegedly, she has been posting on her page that a child did a brain surgery. But now it's not that the children are actually sick. She has been poisoning them to be sick so that she can, post online and tell people how our children are sick, how they are going to surgery, so that she can get money from internet people. At this stage, believe everything you see on the internet at your own risks. Let me roll up some video for you all to watch, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
We were just told that our daughter's brain is covered in tumors. My baby girl, she's so little. And she is riddled with tumors. She has benign, which is an amazing part of the story, tumors all over her body. They said, don't be alarmed because she will have them in her heart, her kidneys, her lungs, her nerves, her spinal cord, her eyes. And I said, how many tumors does she have in her brain? And that's when they said there's too many to even count. Her head would just like drop and go completely floppy. And then she would come back and then it would drop again and her eyes would like roll back. She was diagnosed on Friday with epilepsy, Sunday with infantile spasms, and then Thursday with tuberous sclerosis complex. I need a hug. I need a hug. Is told that our daughter's brain is covered in tumors, and what is worse, but I need a coffee, so let's make a coffee together.
You probably all heard about Alana Harris and, more importantly, her baby Daisy, who she poisoned. The nurses actually were the ones who found this behavior suspicious because of the way that Alana, the mother, was acting, because she was getting a lot of, money and gifts and attention from TikTok. And it turns out their suspicions were correct because she was poisoning her.
I also don't have a coffee machine and I really need a new coffee. Like, I really need a real coffee right now.
Gina, notice how she says, I need a new coffee. I mean, I need a real coffee. In her brain, she's already thinking, I'm going to cry about it and someone will buy me a new coffee machine.
But I've just got the stick ones. It's going to have to do.
I'm not a mother of children, but I am a mother of fur babies. And I know that if I got that news about one of them, A, I would not be consolable. And B, I wouldn't pull my phone out to film it. And 3, I wouldn't be asking for a coffee machine.
My kettle is boiling, so it might be a little bit loud, but I'm going to try and compose myself, but we are going through the hardest week of our life. He had 5 seizures in the space of that 1 hour. Wow. That's been my week.
Who ends the video? Who ends a video like that? A, the thumbs up, but also, did you notice how she had to have one final check of herself again? There is a name for the disease that this woman has, but I'm not going to be using that on this video. I do not want to humanize her. This isn't the first time that we've seen sort of influencer style mother in Australia actually do something like this. It's because of the fact that people thrive off getting the attention on these apps. Anyway, honestly, I don't want to talk about that woman. I think the most important part is that we think about the kids and we do all we can and we email and write to who we can to make sure that those children do not get put back in that situation ever, and that this woman goes to jail. This is also a really good reminder that while there are people on these platforms doing the wrong thing, we also all have the ability to point that out. So if you see something that you think doesn't look right, speak up about it. Worst case scenario is you look like an idiot. Best case scenario is you save some children's lives.
Harris family update. For those that don't know, allegedly Alana has been giving Daisy stuff that makes her sick. She's now undergone 2 major brain surgeries. Apparently the nurses have done a toxicology report, and this is why this is all coming out now. Brock says that he had no idea that this was going on. Also read that the children are in Child Protective Services. Don't know how true that part is. Family members are speaking out. So as much as we do not want to believe this, I do believe that this actually happened. As sad as it is, can you just imagine what this poor innocent baby has been going through? So many of us have been following this, checking for updates, praying for them. They had a GoFundMe, so I know many people had been sending them money. How could you actually do this to your child? Your innocent little baby. 2 brain surgeries for no reason. I just still can't get over this. One thing's for certain, I'm so happy those nurses ran that report. If not, this would have just continued happening. I hope and pray sweet baby Daisy is okay. We haven't seen any updates lately. I'm praying so hard for sweet Daisy.
Yeah, look, you're right. I'm confused as to why it wasn't picked up a lot earlier as well. And there have been quite a few people on TikTok talking about trying to invoke a Daisy's rule. If you're not in Australia, we actually have a process here called Ryan's rule. This is where, as a parent, if you feel like your child's condition isn't getting better, or your instinct is telling you that they're not testing for something and that they're not listening to you, you feel like your needs aren't being met, you can call 13 Health or speak to a nurse and tell them that you want a Ryan's review done. Ryan's rule review. And they have to do it. So once you request the Ryan's rule review, they then do a full brand new clinical review on your child to make sure they haven't misdiagnosed or missed anything. And this came about because there was a 3-year-old little boy called Ryan in Queensland who was misdiagnosed by a GP for having the mumps. And then 4 days later, after going to one hospital and being flown to another, he died within 6 days of a misdiagnosis. The coroner found that it was absolutely an avoidable death. He didn't have the mumps, he had strep that he then contracted toxic shock from. And it's not just for children, it's patients of any age, parents, carers. Ryan's rule means that a senior clinician will give you a second opinion. I'm not sure if it's in all states of Australia, but I know that it's definitely Queensland and New South Wales. And I've heard that apparently it's now going to be introduced in the UK. That aside, people are saying, and I agree, that a process, Daisy's rule, should be looked into, whereby when a patient of any age is taken to hospital and is showing symptoms of which a doctor can't figure out or that seem very, very unusual, when they're doing a blood test to try and figure out, which is what they usually do at the beginning anyway, there should be an automatic tox report done. Because what scares me is that there is no way Alana Harris is the first or last person that has done this. And as much as that breaks my heart, there would also be so many people that have done this to the elderly. This isn't a new thing. Gypsy Rose. I hate to imagine how many tiny souls have been lost because of people like Alana Harris.
The exploitation of this child should have ended when she got taken out of the parents' care. The exploitation of all the children that were in this family. Yet now we have people on the internet continuing to add to that exploitation. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Does it make it right or wrong? No. But you do not need to add fuel to the freaking fire. These children deserve respect and these children deserve privacy. I understand that the mother doesn't deserve the privacy or the respect because she didn't so freely give that to her children. But the children, if anything, the children deserve the privacy. Let them freaking heal. Let them heal.
So what I've just seen is absolutely insane, and it's fair to say we may have another Gypsy Rose Blanchard part 2, except this time it's happening in real time. So the Harris family are a family with over 1 million followers on TikTok, and they became famous by doing family vlogs and then also documenting their daughter's illness. However, following all these videos about the daughter being ill, authorities have stepped in and have taken the daughter off of the family. They have removed the little girl from the family's care because they believe that she was never really sick in the first place. Allegedly, it's believed that the parents have been poisoning the little girl this whole time in order to make her appear sick. And the reason they were doing this, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, is because they had a fundraiser going on and it was all to make money. It's not clear how much has been made on this fundraiser, but it's thought to be a significant amount of money. Obviously, if this is the case, this could be very similar to Gypsy Rose Blanchard's case, as in a case of Munchausen by proxy. Authorities are currently conducting tests on the little girl and providing her support. And hopefully we'll find out what is going on and whether this is actually the case, because it's truly shocking if so. Make sure you drop me a follow if you want to be kept updated.
They've not been charged with anything, and I think the husband came out to say that he was not involved and all of that. It's just the mother that is involved. The love of money can actually lead to so many things. The fact that you are even thinking you want to use your child to create content on the internet can make you do unthinkable things. There was a mother that was dragged years back that she was using her daughter for content sake. She was doing so many things for her daughter, like allowing her to eat food in a certain way, a certain kind of food. Like it was now, she was gathering audience that were PDFs. She knows that our audience were PDF because you will know the kind of audience you have with your engagement, with how many saves that you have on that content, especially when you have to be children. You people that are following you are mostly older men, and they always say stuffs like that on your comment section, but she ignored it and still kept posting like that because she was making money off it. There was another video I remember I saw that the woman was recording in the car with her child, and they were kind of crying, or she was like, "Oh yeah, cry, cry. There's time to cry." And the child was like, "I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Mom, stop recording." And she kept recording. I was telling him to pretend to cry. There was another one that was showing the child when the child was pooing or something. All this just to please your audience, all this just to make money off your children. But this is extreme. This is actually extreme. The fact that you have to, allegedly, because it is not certain yet, but it looks like it, right? The fact that you have to poison your children to get a surgery. And people are saying that how come the doctors allow something like that? Because at least you have to run some tests before you do some surgery and all of that. That was why I inserted a particular clip that was talking about some things in Australia, some rules and regulation, that when a mother has some instincts, you just have to go ahead with some things. But I feel like with the poison that she has been giving the children, there's no how something must have been happening. You you're giving your child substance that can make them sick just for you to make money. I feel like when it comes to content creating, people see not just what you show them. Some people that watch you very well might see what is actually happening in you. You can tell probably you're pretending, maybe you're lying, maybe you're not happy about something, maybe you're sad. Some people can actually tell because some people just watch more than what you're sharing. They actually watch you to like, okay, something is off. What's going on with this person? And that's how you can tell with one of our video, the one that she was crying and she just had, you can tell that the cry was fake. I don't watch her content, but that was the video I saw. I'm like, this is fake. And the fact that you have to announce that you need a coffee maker. Oh, I actually need a coffee maker. The rate at which some children are suffering because of their parents' decisions and mistakes and lifestyles is really painful. I just hope these children get better because I think she has two. But I believe there's going to be further updates on this situation. I just decided to share this with you all because I just want you guys to know that there are some parents that actually that can do anything just to make money online. They post their children, their babies, just to make money online. You can post cute little baby pictures, you can post little videos, but when you start doing things desperately just to make money and your children are involved, that's bad parenting. And now this is what I've seen when it comes to parents that post content that doesn't make sense about their kids online. This is the worst. This one is you you all, what is your take on this situation? Because I really don't know what to say. Thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe. Check out my art Davids, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.